So I want to show you a little bit about where we were, and this is a Sistan Basin. We're going to do a whole show about that. You can see a series of lakes. They're all dried up. They were there when we were there. The only other major water is over there in that far corner. So we traveled mostly by this kind of bus, intercity bus. Sometimes we were lucky we would get a ride with some of the oil company folks in their Land Rovers. Mostly we were on bikes. I was certainly on a bike. I want to show you a little bit about what it was like there. So approaching in Sistan, approaching there, you would see camels on the road. This is out on the way to where I lived in the surrounding areas. That's a woman asking for some help. You can see these were typical homes with the wind catcher. So the domes was where the heat would gather, and then they would have the wind would collect and flow through the house. I'm going to do more of that. This is more of the scenes on the roads leading into where I lived. Yeah, so here's a street scene. And they had a running water, little canals on the other side which would water these trees. Here's the bazaar. You'll see most of these images, you won't see too many women. They were almost hidden. Here's the costume. He's got a goat. They would have these turbans so they could take care of it when the dust storms came up. This is the outside the compound where I lived. You can see there's that open droop, that open flow of water through the village. Here's a scene also. Again, there's always a boy on a bike. Camels always passing by. Here we are in the garden. Some of my friends, my Iranian friends, this is out at the archaeology dig with the Italians. There's Maurizio Tucci. We're going to do a whole show about him. Here's some of my Iranian friends. We would gather in our place for lunch and conversation. We took these reed boats through the canals of their waterways. And some other scenes of the house where we lived.